What is up, guys? It's Animate here to bring you the review portion for Yu Yu Hakusho episodes 3 through 5. Now, I will gotta say, we finished off very well. We were able to finally get to the conclusion where Yusuke was able to go through the trials that he needed to overcome in order to be resurrected and be a real life human being again. But before that, we went through many developments from Kuwabara to Keiko, which to me they were the centerpieces of the main two episodes. Like the first two episodes of the reaction were centered around Kuwabara and Keiko, and the last one is Yusuke himself being resurrected back to the living and commencing a whole new arc, which is starting to look pretty damn good. So, for the first one, which is the Kuwabara one, we get to see more insight of Kuwabara's character. Well, while we didn't know he was a battle maniac, he was basically a delinquent thug. It turns out he's also a good guy that has some sense of morality, and I really respect that for his character. Even though he essentially got himself beaten the shit out of, his reputation got tarnished, and he even got to the point to where he paid money to get books in order to study for a test in order to help a buddy out. Now that takes that's some character. And honestly, when I saw Kuwabara, I was kind of reminded of Yusuke, because Yusuke kind of has the same persona. Yusuke may be rough on the exterior, but inside he's a big softy. In the end, he just wants to do what's best for his friends, but he's very tsundere about it, if you know what I mean. Plus, a lot of other characters have given him beef in the past, which I don't blame him. The staff in the school are horrible. His mom, I'm sure she cares about her son. It's just, she needs to chill with the alcohol, like legit. She needs to chill with that. But all in all, I enjoyed Kuwabara's character, but because he showed that despite the situation, despite what kind of name he made for himself, and despite how bad he gets pushed down or belittled, he will value his friends and what he feels is right more than anything else, and that takes true character. That is a true character, and I really enjoyed his character for that. Keiko, Keiko is just a ball of sweetness. She's an adorable little girl who just has a huge crush on Yusuke, which is very cute. I like that. It shows that Keiko kind of acts as this, how can I say this? In Yusuke's life, even in the show, even in the series itself, it feels like Keiko acts as this kind of this caring character. She's basically the centerpiece as a caring character for the show. She brings out the good in our characters as well as certain aspects in the show. She starts off as your typical female. I don't want to say typical, but I'm not saying her character was common. It was unique in the beginning. It was very common. She's this one female character that grew up with this boy named Yusuke Urameshi, and in the beginning it just looks like she just had to deal with it. Well, Yusuke probably did give a shit about Keiko, or probably have mutual feelings for her, but he couldn't admit it simply for the fact that he's a stubborn ass. So there's that. Keiko, she's very open-minded about her feelings, because most female characters in anime relating to romance, or just some romance embedded into shonen anime or action anime or whatever kind of anime, they're very reserved and conservative because they don't want to express themselves too much about a certain person that means something in their life, because afraid of the aftermath of it. That's how typically female characters in anime respond. But in this case, she was very open about her feelings for Yusuke. Well, because, dude, she did not hesitate to kiss Yusuke. Attempt to kiss him, but I wasn't bothered by it. I thought it was hilarious. And even then, I thought it was very adorable, because it proves that she misses Yusuke. But even though it's kind of like, how can I say this? It's kind of like her feelings take over first, while her subconscious eliminates whatever action she was doing. That tells me she is very head over heels for Yusuke. She's just, in shorter terms, we can just say she's a little cute ball of joy, and Yusuke is very lucky to have someone like that in his life. Just saying, boy. Just saying. What else? The teachers can go screw themselves. Well, except the principal. Principal is like the only educational worker that's literally in this for the benefit of the students and cares about his students. Unlike these staff teachers that only care about their glory and their position in that school. Stupid. I can honestly, you saw how in the previous episode before the reaction ended, which is episode 5, we got insight that demons are now possessing humans. Therefore, we can't say this is gonna have a little mix of since Yusuke is now hereby titled a spirit detective by the words of Koenma, I can honestly say that Yusuke may be some kind of exorcist. Maybe like spirit detective is like a creative title for exorcist. Like I'm just thinking that, but even though I don't see Yusuke wearing a weird robe and start chanting things, he's more of the guy that likes to go in physically and kick some ass. So maybe he could be necessarily exorcist or some kind of religion. Maybe it could delve into religion if it wanted to. That's crazy. It can, because spirits, demons, it can fall under religion, but I don't feel like they want to get that real with it. But we'll see. Right now, Yusuke's position and what he has to do and the measures he will take to, I'm guessing, hunt down the demons or people that need treatment, if you would say, will be further explained in the following episode, which is episode 6, which we can probably get tomorrow with enough likes, or it'll just have to wait another possible week. We'll see. So far, it's getting pretty dang good. Like, this show is honestly super B in my opinion. I love this so far. I'm loving every bit of it. Can't wait to see more. Hopefully we get enough likes to get more reactions out of Yu Yu Hakusho. We'll see though. We'll see. Ultimately we're gonna see. But what's the number one thing plaguing my mind in curiosity is, what is it just gonna be spirit detective, or what kind of roles will Yusuke play later on in his life? And what I'm wondering is that because of the countermeasures he's going to be taking, it depends. Obviously, if Yusuke is going to be doing something involving demons or spirits, it could possibly put his friends and family in danger, like Keiko, Kuwabara, and his mother. Even though I feel like Yusuke's mother is going to be fine. I feel like it just because of her habit of getting drunk and not being around when certain situations happen, like that fire, Mom. I almost died. You should have been here. But no, you wanted to get drunk and drink up booze with fake men. But still, like, show is pretty good. Show is getting pretty good. I'm liking it so far. Yusuke coming back. The setup and the pacing for this show is actually pretty spot on. I like the pacing. Like, immediately after we were done with one trial, another trial is lurking on the way. But they made it settle. They didn't announce like this big threat already, or give out too much information at one time, which is a lot of the times anime is guilty of this. Whenever a new arc is just finished and we're starting to delve into another one, they have a tendency to just like throw every bit of information at you and just expect you to absorb it in and let the events that we're told be unfolded. Now that, in my opinion, is a very rushed way to develop an arc, and honestly you're gonna end up finding yourself running out of material to really further appreciate and develop said arc. So I appreciate that Yu Yu Hakusho was very subtle when they started talking about their next big arc. They were very vague about it, but they gave, I guess, a visualization of a visual sample of what will come later on in bigger proportions. Why does that sound weird? But anyway, that's my thought and analysis on it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review and the reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, subbed if you haven't already. Appreciate it, and it motivates me to put more content out there for you guys. We finally hit 200 subscribers, so we're more or less caught up with how my last channel, the one that was terminated. For those of you guys that don't know, I did have a previous channel known as Anime Tier, but it was terminated at 240 subs. So once we hit past 240, we're just climbing up that ladder more and more. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction, and a few things that I want to say before I leave it off. Number one thing. Okay. Do you guys, when you guys started to see the development between Kuwabara, and then you obviously you got more or less an idea of Yusuke's character as the series went on, am I the only one that thought their personalities are very similar? I feel like that's another reason why they get along so well, even though like people typically say opposites attract. Not necessarily always the case. Sometimes similarities draw each other more as well. So did you guys also thought like there's so much resemblance between Yusuke and Kuwabara's persona, or is it just me? Another thing that I want to say is, what's with all these dang toddlers? First it was Botan, who apparently is the Grim Reaper, and now there's a little kid as an investigator, and now Koenma, who is apparently in charge, at least until his daddy comes back. Like, why are kids running this organization? Like, I just can't help but I can't help but not ignore that. Why are kids running this? Oh my god. But it's whatever. It's no big deal. But if you want, you can answer that in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm out. I'm at Anime Tier. Peace. Don't forget, 7 likes or more, guys, if you want to see possible more episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho the following week, or 10 likes or more, 2 episodes or more guaranteed the following day, or 15 likes and more guaranteed 5 episodes or more the following day. So you know what to do. Peace. Quit recording, you son of a gun.